Yes.
Yeah.
We're
Am I?
live. You're on landscape. Everything looks good.
Ah, beautiful, great. Hey, everybody, you're watching and listening to the We Are Rising podcast. This is your host Andrew Benjamin, joined once again, new year, new dude. Well, not new dude, but still the same person, but hopefully better. Jay Wolf, how you doing?
What's up, brother? How you doing? Thanks for having me on. Man, what a fantastic, epic Rizin New Year's Eve show, man. That was just, dude, that was so much fun. Had a great time watching with y'all, especially in the Rizin FF fans Discord chat. We were all watching live. You stayed up for the whole thing this time, and man, what a great show. Just, man, really
Wasn't easy though. Was not easy though.
I know.
It
You're telling
was.
me, bro. Like I was telling you before, this might have been my last live show because it's hard, bro. I can't. I'm like spent for like 2 days afterwards.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well,
man.
I stayed up because if you remember the last like shows were not available like immediately on demand. So I was worried like, oh man, like if the show's not available immediately, like I don't know how long it's gonna take because it's been like various times. I think well actually no, I think one of the shows was available like immediately, but then I don't know if it was Landmark or was it Super Rizin. One of those shows was like not available. I think it was Super Rizin. Took a while to like maybe even like a half a day to be uploaded.
And this one took like a full day to be uploaded, right?
Yes, and the music was edited out. Well, some of the music was edited out, as well as there was. I think there was. If I don't know if you rewatched it, did you see that delay? There was like a 4 second delay with the audio and the video with the.
Oh, I just rewatched the opening ceremony again.
Oh, okay.
So I was having a debate with Hafid-san from Rizin FF fan English Rizin.tv account, and about what was the best opening ceremony between this one and Otoko Matsuri earlier this year.
You also got lucky. You didn't have those technical difficulties during the intermission that everybody else seemed to have. I have no idea. Yeah. What did you do? Were you like were you like on a phone line or something? Were you like on? I don't know. Because I don't know. Because everybody else had that issue, but you didn't. I don't know how you didn't.
You know what I think it is because my internet is really good. I have a fiber optic 2 gig internet here, so it's super fast and like it wasn't buffering or nothing. But I also heard King CeeLo also didn't have any problems, and the trick for him was he didn't mess with it at all. He said he didn't touch it or pause it or try to replay it or anything or refresh it. So and same to me, I didn't do anything either. So it worked fine the whole time. So I'm guessing it's because we have fast internet.
Because what happened was just like my screen, like as soon as they came back from intermission, it looked like the ring. It looked like the ring TV.
Yeah,
it was just like all static, and I'm like, but here's the thing as well. I could hear the audio, so I was just like, oh okay, just refreshing maybe, and then that was just like dead. But like, I don't know. Yeah, I never saw that error before. That was a first.
And everybody's was airing. Even I was looking on X or on Twitter, and seeing that a lot of people were having problems, dude. And like, I was feeling bad. I'm like, man.
So I guess that's why they took forever to upload it. They had to like, I guess, edit that out. They had to edit out the music. By the way, Happy New Year's to everybody who's in the chat. I see T-San's in the chat. Akamashite omedetou gozaimasu to ya. And as he says, the music edited out of archive video, especially foreign music played by the orchestra. Yeah, this is what sucks about music rights.
Well, the opening ceremony kept the music, so
that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that was cool. So,
but that's what's it sucks that like for like unfortunately people who don't watch these shows live or immediately on archive are never gonna maybe see some of the entrances or anything like that. It's always gonna be, that's what's gonna suck. Watching these down the line, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean.
That's music. That's music industry, though. Listen. Malcolm in the Middle was unavailable for over a decade because they could never get the music rights, and a bunch of movies from the 80s could never be shown on like TV or whatever. They had to take out a bunch. For like 16 Candles, I think they had to edit out a bunch of music as well from that. So it's just music industry is the music industry is whatever. I would say, if I was Rizin, I would just do the AAA thing where I just don't give a fuck and just still keep it on.
Others do that. I mean, doesn't the UFC do that as well?
No, the UFC does. I don't. They edit out their
they
stuff.
cut out the walkouts. Okay. Well, I've seen other promotions. I'm not going to say what they are now because I don't want them to get the music industry to come after them. But other promotions don't do that. So
yeah, but it's Japan as well. The main problem is if they use Japanese music, because the copyright in Japan is much more stricter, as I can tell you, and you probably however.
Yeah.
But before we get into everything, I just have some quick.
Pay the bills. I
gotta pay the bills, but first I want to get over some announcements. Okay.
Oh.
So first of all, soon there will be a Rizin contest giveaway. I'm gonna give away this. I don't know if we can see. Can we see?
Wait, put it on your chest. Put it on your chest.
Oh, good. I'm gonna give away this Rizin T-shirt.
Wow, that's dope,
provided by people at Rizin. It will be open to everybody.
What size is it?
This will not. It's a large, J-Wolf. This you can frame it if you want, but you can't wear it.
So wait, that's like a medium in American sizes?
It might be, yeah. I also got a bunch of K1 stuff as well. So we got this Leona shirt. Whoops. A K1 white. K1
that's upside down.
K1.
The white one's upside down.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
There we go.
So,
wow, those are rad, dude.
What I'm gonna do is somebody who wins the giveaway for one of these, I'm gonna let them choose. I'm gonna keep the other one because I need at least one K1.
What size are
they? These are black one is medium, and the other one and the white one is large, and the Leona Pettis one is large. I always got large just in case.
So that means that's like a American size medium and American size small.
Yes.
Okay.
So
do they not have extra large or double extra larges there?
No, they don't.
Really? Large is the biggest size they got? Man.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna have more details on that contest and everything down the line, but just be prepared for that. And it's open to everybody in the world, whether you're in Antarctica, Slovenia, Greenland, Venezuela. It's open to everybody. So doesn't matter if you're in Japan, if you want to do it as well. I don't know why you want to do it if you're in Japan, but whatever. Yeah, I cover it. And then I'll have the exact rules and all that stuff to enter and all that stuff. As well, I will be giving a presentation February Katsucon. I will be giving the same presentation I did at Anime NYC on the history of JMMA. This one will be recorded 100%. So if you cannot do it or make it or whatever, I will make sure that I will on my life make sure this is recorded. This will not be lost footage or whatever. So Katsucon is in Maryland. It's basically a weeb convention, and it's from February 13th to 16th. I have not been told what my actual panel time is. I've just been told the panel is approved. So please look out for that. I'll have news and whatever on that as well. I also got to give a shout out to Napoleon Bonaparte. If you have not seen or heard, he just uploaded 3.5 hours from oh god, my brain is
the
brain is hurting.
2004 GPs.
Yes. But it was all like hand cam, like backstage stuff.
Yeah, like the ringside stuff and all that. Yeah. I have
gotten only through an hour of it, but I have to find more time to go through the whole thing. Please check that out because it's really awesome. And like, I don't know who had this footage and who kept it for so long, but yeah, it is a very interesting look at how they just set up the show beforehand and all that stuff. And again, it's 3.5 hours long. You don't have to watch it all in one thing. So so check it out though. It's really, really, really interesting. It's a real great time capsule. Just as far as I think isn't that the one that Rampage slammed Arona, I believe?
Yeah,
that's the one, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
2003-ish.
Yeah, so please check that out. It's really, really great footage. As well. soon will be the RIZIN year-end awards coming up, as well as going to be a panel on the future of JMMA, J-Kick coming up. And then some other stuff that I got planned, but I don't want to say it because nothing is set in stone yet. So just keep an eye on all that stuff. Hopefully gonna up the budget on this. I officially registered the podcast as a Somalian daycare center, so I should be getting a nice influx of money and upgrading production and all that stuff. So it's gonna look a lot more professional, I hope, in the future. So no longer 720p. Hopefully, it's gonna look much better. So hopefully people will enjoy that. Yes. I'm gonna officially name it the We Are RIZIN Leering Center. That is what the new podcast name will be. We Are RIZIN Leering Center. Every day. We got some questions in the chat, so let's just go to those and we'll get right into the good stuff on the card. Some news and then on the card. Bonjour says, I guess the only way that RIZIN could get the 1 million pay-per-view buys is with Mikuru retiring fight with Ren. Bar was crying on the inside when he saw Mikuru ending his coming sooner rather than later. Yeah, well, when Mikuru, I guess, is better, when Ren somehow doesn't get injured, they can do that match, right, Jay Wolf, I think?
Yeah. I think we should save that conversation for when we talk about the main event and what's going to happen next with Mikuru. But just to address the pay-per-view buys, if you saw they put out a graphic for the 2024, was it 2023 pay-per-view buys they put out the graphic for? Whatever it was, with the Mikuru fights were scoring over 400,000 pay-per-view buys in Japan. So, that's, a million, that sounds like it could be, with Mikuru Ren, that maybe could hit 1 million. Who knows? So we'll see.
Hamza has a great question. Why aren't RIZIN signing Japanese wrestlers, even judokas? Well, for those that were up late at night, you got to see a judoka wrestle at Wrestle Kingdom. I'd be interested to know if RIZIN tried to sign Aaron Wolf. If they didn't show interest in him, I'd be honestly surprised. And it's for Japanese wrestlers. You got Shinobu Ota from 2016. When were the last Olympics? The last Wrestling Olympics was 2024.
Yeah, or is it that or 2022, something like that?
Okay.
I forget which one it was, but it was recently.
Yeah, you still have a lot of these wrestlers. Even though that they have the wrestling background, it takes a while to get to adjust it to MMA. You don't want to if they're smart, they don't want to go right in and just see what happens. You get Ota who loses his first fight. That's the kind of stuff that happens. MMA is you have to train and get ready for it. And if you don't, you get knocked out or submitted or lose. I think even Henry Cejudo lost his first pro fight in MMA, if I remember correctly. Aaron Pico, look what happened to him. It's a game of time and numbers. Just you just can't throw yourself in there.
But hasn't there been some, to Hamamir's point, or Hamzamir's point, hasn't there been some judokas as well besides just wrestlers?
Yeah, the judoka world is weird though. They have all these weird rules that like I don't know how, there's a lot of restrictions on what judokas can do. They need permission from the Judoka Federation to I guess leave. There's a lot. It's a lot more because remember Oshima. Remember she took that long break when her husband was doing the whatever that judo thing was, and if something like if you lost, there was some weird thing. Remember that she just took that long break. Yeah. So there's all these weird rules with judokas that I don't know. It sounds probably it's a lot more political for them to come right off the Olympics and go into MMA. I think. I'm trying to remember who's the most recent. Wasn't Chihiro? Wasn't Sawada? Wasn't she in the Olympics?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it might have been a woman fighter.
I'm trying to remember if it was her who was in the Olympics, but she's in. If she's the right one, I'm thinking of. She's in one, I think, right? Isn't Chihiro in one?
Oh yeah. I think that's right. I don't know if there's any male ones that have crossed over recently either. So I think you're right. I think the female one crossed over into one championship.
Question for Bonjour. Best year of RIZIN so far for you both. I would argue 2019 might be my favorite. I think 2019. That's still
Yeah,
Like,
2019 was absolutely sensational. I mean, this was a good year though. This is a really good year. I mean, we had just the Toko Matsuri Super Ride. We had 3 tentpole events this year, right? 3 big time tentpole events that scored over 40,000 fans in attendance. So this is definitely probably the biggest year for Rizin. But in terms of like action wise and like international fighters and stuff, that's what I love my international fighters, especially my American fighters. And like, back in the day, like when Jerry was here and everything, like 2019, all that. Yeah, that was a sensation.
It was a good year, but I don't think it's their best year, only because like 2019 was just like you had just like a whole list of like great fights, varied fights. Say what you will about them, it was just like a great year overall. Maybe 2018 would be like my second. I would maybe put this as maybe third or fourth. I would say.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. The only thing that's we did have 3 tentpole events, but there was only 8 events. Normally before we were getting like 9, 10 events sometimes. So I don't know. I just would like more events.
I think 2019 was like a good distribution of people that were, Japanese, whatever, and international fighters. I think it was a nice equal distribution.
Yeah. But another good point for this year as well, besides the 3 big tentpole events, it also had a World Series event in Korea. So an international event, as well as the cage landmark events and some numbered ring events. So a great mix. So yeah, you know what? Definitely Bone Sure. This is definitely one of the best years. I just don't know if I could put it in the best year ever, but it's definitely up there. Definitely, like Drew was saying, in the top 3 at least.
Hamza, you also said we need more men like Inoue and Horiguchi instead of these gay K-pop guys like Asakuras. It's funny because I'm now thinking of that I don't know if you ever saw that Variety interview where the guy asked, "Is this the gayest Star Wars ever?" And I'm like, "Oh, is this maybe the gayest Rizin year ever? Maybe." That's what came to my head.
If you take the old definition of gay, which means happy, and then maybe because they made that
so
3 tentpole events scoring 40,000 plus fans in each of them.
Hamza, who is this? What's the name of I don't know who the Persian Japanese heavyweight is.
He's talking about he was in Rizin before, bro. Ali Akbari.
No, Japanese. That's Persian Japanese.
Persian Japanese.
So anime, we'll get into this about the Rizin gloves. The Pride gloves, were curved. They kind of forced your fingers to go down. But here's the thing. I think was it Jim Miller said it best. He's had how many fights? Like over 100 fights or whatever. He's never eye poked somebody. If somebody wants to eye poke somebody, it's the fighter who's going to find a way to eye poke, not the glove.
And we had one in this.
Yes.
On this event.
Jay Wolf. We'll talk about. We'll talk about later.
I just want to point out that Daniel Zubicki, our Polish bro, he found out through research that was only the 3rd eye poke in Rizin's entire history.
Yes, that's not counting the Bellator.
It was counting the Bellator.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Fight. Yes.
Okay, I wasn't counting that. Okay, so
if you don't count that, this is only the 2nd time that's happened in Rizin's entire history.
Okay. Kobe Day. The Asakura's have been awesome for MMA. I bet Horiguchi and Inoue are thankful for creating a place outside the UFC to make money.
100% Kobe
Ike has a question about what is your take on people comparing Mikuru to Jake Paul in a negative way. Personally, I think it's very harsh and they have no similarities if you look beyond the surface what they are, that they are both YouTubers.
Yep. 100% agreed, Ike.
The comparison is kind of like something like, oh, okay, I understand it, but I don't think it's apt. I think
you totally do. No way.
The only
thing similar is YouTube. That's it.
YouTube, and I would guess kind of like the freak show element of fighting, which kind of
Mikuru's a real fighter.
He is, but also Mikuru kind of he introduced like the breaking down, which we could kind of say is like a freak show, sideshow, maybe not freak show, sideshow type thing. And he also fought Mayweather. That's kind of a freak show thing, So
all right.
I'll say so. But Mikuru helped reopen an industry that was, I don't want to say dead, but was kind of stagnant in Japan. Jake Paul it's weird because Jake Paul is a positive if you are an old UFC fighter, apparently. So, because he will fight you in a boxing match, and that's the best. That's great for them because they make so much money. Anderson Silva, Tyron Woodley. Well, apparently Tyron Woodley is bankrupt. I heard somehow, but he kind of like and it did open the door. I shouldn't say open the door. I still question whether these shows are actually making money and selling tickets. I don't think they are.
They're scoring millions of viewers.
Millions of viewers, but that doesn't.
I had distant family members calling me up saying, "Hey, dude, are you watching the Jake Paul fight? You know, do you got a link or do you need a link or something?" Dude, it's like, man, I couldn't believe it, bro. I'm like, man, I was mad. I was like, dude, this is a joke of a fight, bro. But you know,
I get it. I get it.
He draws eyeballs, bro. You can't hate on that. So
I get it, but does it draw eyeballs in the long run? I don't think so. People who watch Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua aren't going to what do you call it? They aren't going to watch Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury next. So I don't think it creates new fans.
You never know, bro. It could be a couple of them.
Because I'll say this, at least with the Breaking Down fans, he's brought them into MMA for his fights, Hiroya's fights, Yushi's fights, Jolly's fights. So they are transitioning, but I don't think the average, let's say 300 million people watch Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua, I would even say less than half will tune into whatever the next big heavyweight boxing match is.
Well, that's I mean, as long as a couple of them tune in, I mean, that's still a win. You know, it could be creating new fans. Even a small amount of them.
It's not good if you're not retaining fans. The whole point is to get those people to stay. But I don't think that interests them. They're just more interested in seeing the freak show. You know, people. If you hate Jake Paul, you tune in to see him get knocked out. If you like Jake Paul, you somehow want to see him win. You know,
well,
that's
why it works. Tune into Joshua's next fight because he's the guy that knocked out Jake Paul, and that's what they wanted to see. So just doing a glass half full here approach.
Okay. He's 21 and won the gold medal in Olympics. I think Arashi Yoshida. Okay, I'm not too familiar with him.
No, I didn't even. I'm not familiar with that either. So it was 2024 that they did the Summer Olympics.
So, but he may not have any. If he's heavyweight, he may not have any interest in MMA, or maybe he's getting Komei Day says he had to look up Arashi Yoshida. He doesn't have an Olympic medal, so maybe he qualified, or maybe he what do you call it? He tried out. Or did
the worlds or whatever it is.
Probably going for one in the next game cycle. Okay, I see. Anyway, before we get into the show, let's just briefly talk about, I think, some news I just want to briefly talk about.
Wait, first, bro, you haven't even paid the bills yet. Talk about some shroom bars.
Oh, okay. I guess I was going to do that after the news because.
Okay, never mind.
No, I'll do it now. Let me do it over now because you already got it in my brain. Of course. So yes, of course. Podcast is sponsored by Shroom Bars. These are healthy protein bars that are good for a pre-workout, post-workout, or a snack. They have reishi, lion's mane, turkey tail, cordyceps, microdose of mushrooms, which is all good for you. They help fuel your workout or get you ready for your workout. So make sure to go to eatroombar.com, use code WAR. WAR at checkout for 25% off your first order. That helps the podcast, helps the people, lets people at Shroom Bar know, hey, people watch this somehow, some way. People will tune in, and that'd be great. And again, eatroombar.com. Use code WAR at checkout for 25% off your first order. Now we'll get into just a little bit of RIZIN news, where it was announced that RIZIN in 2026 is once again, I feel like every year they're changing their judging system. I don't know. It feels like that. But there's going to be, I don't know how to describe it. There was some misconception that it was just going to be the unified system, but now it's going to be and T-San, I think you're in the chat. Maybe you can explain more. It's going to combine both unified and the total must system, which is what Rise Pride and RIZIN used to do. This is what I'm going to read. This is translated, so take it with a grain of salt. It says the dual must system is described as a hybrid system of two-pronged judgment, combines the round must system, world standard competitiveness, clearly defining the winner after each round, and encouraging aggressiveness with the total must system. RIZIN's philosophy of a complete decision, whereby 3D evaluation is used to determine the accumulated damage difference only in the event of a tie. This unique system developed in Japan combines these two systems. I don't know, Jay Wolf. Any thoughts?
Yeah, we were talking about this a little bit earlier. I'm guessing that the combination is going to be they're going to do it round by round, and maybe they'll have the whole round as a total instead of doing 10-9, so that there won't be a 10-7s or 10-8s for a super dominant round. So it won't be a point system. They'll do each round in total. So whoever wins that round, wins that round basically. Like there's no 10-9s or 10-7s or whatever, right? And then whoever wins 2 out of the 3, or if there's a draw for it, then they'll go to the total, damage accumulated type of a deal. So it's going to be like a combination like that is what I'm guessing. I'm guessing they're going to do each round, individual round as a whole, and for the final decision. And if it's a draw, then they can do the whole thing with the damage as a whole. So that's my guess as to what they're going to do with the combined scoring.
I worry that we're going to have a lot of bad judging in 2026. And I thought there was some this year. Oh, I should say this year. 2025 seemed to be a year of really bad judging in Rizin. I feel.
I don't know. I mean, there wasn't that many
bad judging, or I would say misappropriation of points. And
dude, you can't. Again, you're going to be calling split decisions bad judging, and just the fact that it's a split.
I'm calling. Listen. The Shunta Nomura Pitbull fight, I say was bad judging because he did not win on any points on damage. That's why I say it's bad judging, because Pitbull's face was falling off, and somehow the judges did not award Shunta Nomura at all points for damage.
Which was weird. And remember, that's when they had implemented the new point system.
Yes.
So maybe the judges were getting used to it at that time.
No, that's the Nomura fight was in the middle of the year. They had enough time, man. They had enough time. This was
well, I mean, remember, we didn't start this year until late April, right?
Yeah, that's enough time. That's enough time. Okay. It's not like this, they go back and they practice, they watch fights and then they try to judge, they practice, it's a whole method that the JMOC does.
Okay. Okay.
So
dude, I'm right there with you. I didn't understand it either. It's like, how can he got run over by a truck?
Yes.
And you get any damage points? What's up with that, dude? I mean, but on the bright side, at least they were letting them bleed. So it was like,
but at that point, but how can they say that that there no damage could be awarded to Shunta Nomura? Which is basically the criteria that basically will get you the win in any fight on that. And
so but he still won. So
he still won, but who you never. They always say never.
It was a mistake by the judges on that one.
No, that's not a mistake. That's not following what their own criteria is, man. That's what I'm just saying. Is that's I'm worried about that. There's going to be and this,
was that on all 3 judges' scorecards, or
not one scored it for any damage. They judge it for generalship. Basically when there's no damage awarded, they then go to generalship. I think it's damage. I'm forgetting, what is it? Damage. I'm forgetting what's the other one is. I think it's
here. I got it. Let me see here.
I like what Sam says. This is a soft launch for a Rizin Apex with Rizin uniforms. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's damage, aggressiveness, and generalship.
Yes, general, and basically, if there's nothing in the first 2 that if you don't give any points for damage or aggressiveness, generalship is then kind of de facto being judged after that.
That reminds me, looking through the teams, I said I got to address something, but after we finish this topic.
T-san says Sasahara and Sakakibara always love something new and something unique, but sometimes sometimes old is best. Sometimes what works, when if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, keep tradition.
Yeah. So let's see how they do this. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of confusion. With these rules, and we're gonna see a lot of wonky judging.
I don't know. I kind of like it because people were complaining about since it wasn't a 10-minute round and then with 5-minute rounds afterwards, they were complaining about how it wasn't round by round judging, right?
Yeah. Actually, so Sam says he didn't like the new heads up displays and the VTR screens and tail tape. They said that they went all out different. It was like an Apple. It looked like Apple TV. I remember the old fight days where they would where like the images would be like 144p pictures or like these like little pixelated JPEGs that they would use. He also says he felt the old had charm. No one looks like a cheap no one looks like a cheap knockout show streaming on Facebook, which is now it has entered the ether of you can't see anymore, unfortunately.
No, they're still on YouTube sometimes.
They upload those shows like a year later.
They stream live on YouTube for some shows.
Oh no, we're talking about that the show they just had this week.
Okay, yeah. No, the most recent one was on YouTube, but before that they were on. I mean, what's on Facebook? But before that, they were on YouTube a bunch. So.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Before we get into it, there was a great. Oh my god, I thought I had it here. That would come up automatically. Anyway, do you have the attendance, J Wolf? I think you had the attendance available.
Yeah,
right?
It was 43,000. 44,000, and like here. Oh man, no, I don't know if I have it exactly. I have the one because Shingo-san got. Wait, go to Shingo-san's Twitter real quick. Hold on 1 second here. You bring it up, get you exactly because he was talking with Helwani. Helwani was going, he's like, oh, thank you for, actually, here it is, 45,043 tickets sold. So it was over 45,000 tickets sold for this event. And it was from Shingo because he was going back and forth with Ariel Helwani because Helwani finally tweeted about the event after the fact. And Shingo's like, oh, hey, thanks for the recognition. And just out of curiosity, what else did you research about Rizin other than this post that said 45,043 in attendance before making this post? Would love to know.
Says, for Rizin 10th year, Sasahara and Sakakibara wanted to renew many things, like even the UI display. Anime King, no news of buys. American or international or Japanese.
Well, the counter on the American, or I should say international, Rizin.tv.
I don't think it's even international. I think some people can't even buy in certain countries.
No, it's definitely international. It's not just American. Okay. There are some countries where you can't get it, but it is for most international countries. And that counter was like 1.5 when I last looked at it during the middle of like the first couple fights. So I don't know if it broke 2,000 because I forgot to look at it again before after the intermissions and stuff, but I know it got at least over. And before, when it had the free show with the Landmark show, the counter was at like 1.7, I think it was.
That's a free show though. That's a free show.
But still, it shows that people came back and if the number was similar. And then for the international pay-per-view buys, they released a graphic showing, I think it was a 2023 numbers or 2024.
Oh, Jay, we can't talk about 20. You want to know about this one? 2023 don't matter. So
if you take the other Mikuru fights, they were scoring over 400,000 pay-per-view buys in Japan. So it's reasonable to assume that this one did something similar, around 400,000, 500,000 pay-per-view buys in Japan.
Okay. Sam, you are vindicated because T-San says a lot of people do not like the new UI. I don't know. I thought it was just cool. It was a little bit different. I liked it because it was just a little bit different. I was just kind of like, oh, okay, this looks kind of cool, like, cheap Apple, whatever. Anyway, that's what I thought. Anyway, before we get into anything that's like any of the main stuff, let's just quickly go over the, I guess the
the new announcements.
No. Oh, I mean, they just announced 3 shows next year.
Okay,
the Nagoya Dome is taking over. Bro,
you got on Landmark 12 announcements.
Oh, oops, sorry. I was trying to get Tapology up. Okay. I'll just do it this way. Anyway, yeah, they announced some fights, some shows. Looks like Nagoya and Fukuoka. No, and Ariake. Oh God, Ariake.
You got Landmark 7
Yep,
up.
I'm cheating. I'm cheating.
Yeah, they announced the first event next year is
right here. 52, March 6th,
yes.
13, Fukuoka, and then the final show of the year is gonna be at the Nagoya Dome.
Yeah, because the Saitama Super Arena is undergoing renovations.
Yeah.
So, and they got some banging fights on that one too. Did you the Saku Jr. versus Luis Killer Gustavo? That's probably a title eliminator for Saku Jr., right?
Yes. So look forward to all that.
Do you want to talk about the other fights that are?
No. We're here to talk about. No.
Okay, all right.
If those fights get canceled, I don't want to listen. Yeah, I don't want to get it.
But there was some good fight, and they had some international guys. Tony Laramie was one of them.
Those are talked about when they happen. Anyway, Puffle, thank you so much. I don't think I've ever seen you in the chat before, but thank you for joining. Why did they show Hiromoto Suzuki when they were announcing fights? Well, because they're going to hopefully have fights in 2026, I'm hoping. Let's see if they do that.
Yeah. Oh, they're definitely going to, bro. They're definitely. Ren and both Chihiro and Ren are going to have fights in 2026. Believe that, 100%.
Anyway, first off, we're going to start with a Fight 0, I guess we'll call it anyway. Enzo Masami Imazato took Yuri Suda's arm home in the Rizin Kyokushin finals. If I had known that it was what was it? It was like 7-2 between the two, that when they have fought each other in jiu-jitsu, I may have made a different pick than Yuri Suda. But alas,
you were saying Suda had experience in.
He did. He had like one whatever as a child. I was like, oh, okay, maybe that will be the deciding factor. But no, Anyway, Suda's a bum. I'm just kidding. He's in high school. I don't care. Anyway, yeah. So Imazato, I guess. Who do they put him up against in his next fight? Do they put him up against Ougikubo? Do they have him face Motoya? Who are they gonna fucking put this guy against the fire coals against? Because this poor guy is gonna get somebody who's gonna who's gonna just totally outwork him.
Is Rice Ball Kid still at the same weight class or no?
I think they are. Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
yeah.
Well there you go. Put Suda and Rice Ball Kid because Rice Ball Kid can't seem to get a W after he got the Kyokushin final. So
that'd be interesting. That would be an interesting match. Putting two Kyokushin finalists, I think that's smart booking. But I have no idea if Rizin's going to do that. They might just put him up against somebody. Maybe they'll put him against Maeda, like they did with Rice Ball Kid, and then he's just gonna get totally outworked again. I hope they don't do that. I hope they learn from the first time that you don't.
Yeah. But Enzo looked good, dude. He got the W, got a finish.
Yeah, but he looked slightly nervous. I don't know if that was just his demeanor. I don't know. He looked.
Well, he's just a kid, bro. He's only like 16, 17, whatever it was. Yeah. So on a massive stage, and there was the crowd was already there.
Yeah.
So that's kudos to him for still performing really good.
Hamza, I don't think that Raja is going to be allowed to exit the United States at this current stage, unfortunately.
Yeah, because he's going to have a felony on his record, right? Yeah. And he can't get into Japan.
Kobe says that boxing promoters in Japan hate MMA. The boxing commission won't let Japanese boxers appear on Rizin shows. And Sam Roth showing no love to Yuri. Maurice is the star of the family. And yeah, also Ito's supposed to have a fight as well. So Ito and Hagiwara will show up either 3-7 or 4-12, T-san says.
Nice.
Did
they announce Hagiwara or no?
No, they didn't. No.
Oh, okay.
Hamza says, is boxing more popular than other combat in Japan? If Inoue is fighting, yes. 100%. If Inoue fights, it's when I went to the shoot boxing show, it was maybe halfway through the show, people started leaving, and I was like, okay, because it was the same day as the Inoue. Inoue had a fight that day.
Well, what is his attendance record? Did he score over 45,000?
It's not that he scores 45,000. It's just that he gets so much more attention.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not translating the butts in the seats.
It does. It does. It does, J Wolf.
Well, I'm saying to answer Hamza Mir's question, which is more popular, if Mikuru is putting more butts in the seats and scoring higher attendance, there's an argument that he's more popular.
Yes. When he's fighting, I think he outdraws Mikuru. He outdraws Mikuru. Yes. In terms of attention and just notoriety. He also
so you're saying Inoue outdraws Mikuru then?
He's on, isn't he on ESPN? Isn't Naoya, don't they show his fights on ESPN or something?
Probably. I don't know. I think it was like free on ESPN, like in the middle of the night though, is the problem.
Oh, okay. They'll still be on ESPN. That's a listen, if you have an ESPN deal, that's still good, man.
All right. Well, I mean, it depends on to answer Hamzamir's question of which is more popular. I mean, if he's not beating Mikuru's attendance numbers, then it could be MMA. But I guess with the ratings and stuff.
Hamza says Inoue is on ESPN and the Zone. DAZN.
Okay.
Okay. So
then if he scores better ratings, but Mikuru scores better attendance and pay-per-view numbers, how do you say?
Hamza says here that Inoue did 50,000.
50,000 what buys?
Is that 50,000 buys or is that 50,000 in attendance? I don't think that can't be attendance because he did.
Well,
because he had a fight at the Tokyo Dome once. He had a show at he had a fight at the Tokyo Dome, so he must have gotten. I'm not gonna look this up because we got other things to pay.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, he says 50,000 attendance. My bad.
Oh, okay, 50,000 attendance.
Yeah.
Okay. So then still, Mikuru still got him with the pay-per-view buys numbers.
Well, anyway, that was your fight 0.
Cool. Good on Enzo for winning the Koshin final in sensational fashion, and we already discussed the matchup for Suda. Would probably be cool for like Rice Ball Kid or something. Did you say who you wanted?
I'll say Rice Ball Kid should get Ima. That'd be cool to do the 2 winners like face.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you want Enzo and Rice Ball Kid?
Listen, Suda, he'll be back. I saw his Instagram. He's back to training, so he'll get somebody. I don't know what to do with him, but I would definitely.
Go on to the next one. That's
yes.
This is one people want to see.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, we're starting from the top down.
Oh yes, that's what we do for review shows, Jay.
Oh, okay, cool.
Excellent. So yes, this is exactly as how we all thought it was going to go. What do you think about this referee? This referee either had money on Mikuru or had a grudge against Mikuru, and I don't know which one.
No, you just give him a chance to come back in the fight, and because he's the main event, is a title fight. That's how it should be. Because remember, we were giving him shit before for doing kind of quick stoppages. Like in Shah's last fight where he knocked out Kolesnik. Remember, I thought that one was a little bit early. So I mean,
it was not early at all. It was definitely not early.
Dude, for a title fight, they should have let it go a little bit more. I mean, Kolesnik protested it immediately. Well, he wasn't even out cold, so I think the referee was just trying to give Mikuru some.
Every fighter protests a decision if they're not out cold. I mean,
I don't know. It was.
Jay Wolf, you tried to sell this fight, and this fight was gonna not go any other way. Mikuru could have had 100 years to train, and he would still have been destroyed.
Dude, everybody has a puncher's chance, as we saw with Reina and Izawa. That could have been a huge upset as well. So
no, I think Reina had a better chance to defeat Izawa than Mikuru.
All right then.
So and there was always that question of like, Mikuru got nothing in. I don't think he even connected one punch in this entire fight. I don't think he even got one strike in at Shaydullaev.
Not even when he was getting like suplex and
I thought when he picked him up the first time, I thought he was going to throw him out of the ring. He picked him up so high, and I thought he was going to the ring. I thought like, he's going to dump him out of the ring.
That was freaking awesome.
I think Shaydullaev even was like, didn't want to like really pummel him that bad. He was like, and remember the referee was just about to go in and stop it, and then I think Shaydullaev stopped, and he just was like, I gotta continue doing this. So So apparently Mikuru has a orbital fracture. Might have also a neck injury as well. I don't know the extent of his neck injury.
Well, remember he was saying that he wants to. It's going to be like a 6 months recovery. He wants to fight.
That's a 6 month.
At least this year.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Are you freezing?
if you look at the history of fighters who've gotten orbital fracture, am I?
Yeah, you were freezing a little bit.
J-Wolf?
Yes.
Oh, sorry about that.
Sorry.
Yeah, what was it? T-San says Shadowlight said the reason why he carried Mikuru 3 times was for entertainment of audience.
Nice.
Sorry. The injury that he got is an injury that a lot of fighters do not. I've looked at the history of fighters who got that type of injury. Michael Bisping, Tony Ferguson, Dan Hooker, Talia Santos. I think it was Talia Santos. Yeah. Roy McDonald. That injury, I don't know why, but when fighters came back, they were never the same. I don't know if it's gun shyness, if there's some underlying stuff that they can't, that if breathing becomes hard, because an orbital fracture fractures not only the eye socket, but it also can also go to the nasal area as well.
Yeah, like what happened with Yaman.
Yeah. Yaman. Look at Yaman. He may never fight again, unfortunately.
I know. Jeez, I hope he does fight again.
6-month recovery. He is not going to be back in 6 months. That 6 months is maybe when he's when his surgery's all done and they're like, okay, you can go back to training. He's going to have to go back to training at some point. He's going to have to go back to training and get ready, get fight shape. He might not be ready until end of summer, maybe even the end of the year, if he's going to take another fight.
Hey, that works for the timeline that 128 Bits and I came up with in the Rizin FF Fans Discord, because now if he's going to be out that long till the end of the year, then they got to do something with Ren. So we're thinking, hey, Hagiwara, match them up for Super Rizin, and in the summertime for the LMS title, Last Man Standing title. Whoever wins that, no matter if it's Hagiwara or Ren, can then face Mikuru in December on New Year's Eve if he's ready to come back. And if they do that, then if it's Hagiwara, then that could still set up another rematch for next year, 2027, when Saitama Super Arena opens in the summertime, right? So that could be set up 2 big rematches if they do it that way with Hagiwara and Ren. So we'll see what happens. But also, dude, you gotta. How can you not be saying? How can you say that you were like rushing Reina back when she had an orbital injury, and hers looked way worse. Like Mikuru, you couldn't even see any markings on his face.
She's another one. She was out. She was out for almost an entire year, and she didn't look the same. Listen, she got an easy opponent when she returned. Who's her first? I think her first opponent back was Claire Lopez. She lost that fight. Then she had the Yuri Shim fight, I believe, which some people think she lost, and and some people won. And then she had the Kate Lotus fight after that, and she destroyed Kate Lotus. So it's not. It takes a long. It's not an injury where you're just. It's an injury that just takes you out for a long time, and fighters are just usually never the same. Buffalo, you have a good point that he hasn't faced a high-level striker, because the one guy that was a high-level striker he destroyed, that was Victor Kolesnik. So I know what you mean, but they have to definitely get someone for him, so who can maybe survive past the first or second round with him to really.
And hey, do you think, just talking about that? Remember, he was talking about he wants to be a double champ, and now we got a good high-level striker at lightweight.
So, yes.
Would you want him to face Nazimov for?
So my understanding. So unless I'm crazy, and please somebody in the chat tell me, did Nazimov say that he and Shaydullaev were friends and were not going to fight each other? I swear to God, I thought I saw that, but maybe I'm incorrect. I may have misread that or mistranslated. I swear to God, I thought I saw that.
Dude, I hope
if that's not true, though, I could say yes, that is true.
Oh, come on, dude. Dude? You can't do Doubtback and Nazimov. You guys gotta fight each other, man.
Shaydullaev said he'd rather not fight him. They will not fight. Okay. They trained together in Thion. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was a Muslim thing. I really thought it was like some weird Muslim thing. Okay. So, barring that, J-Wolf, no Doubtback, no Nazimov fight. Okay. Here's the thing.
That's number one bullshit, dude.
CST said that Rizin should bring in the ACA Featherweight Champion, who I don't know who that is at this point.
Oh, cool. I think that's slipping my mind right now. We had on the previous show. I showed him up on the screen. The Goat Kaposa was saying he wanted the Rizin to sign him.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I remember. Yeah. Puffle says a Kleber rematch. I don't think so.
No. Come on. No way. I like the idea of bringing the ACA guy. Or what about the KSW fighter, Parnassi?
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. KSW does not happen. They
don't want to risk Parnassi losing to
Shaydullaev? No, Parnas could possibly be the first guy that defeats him. Samurai has a good point. Imoto versus Shaydullaev, Q3 2026. Here's the thing, though. I saw some people say Akimoto. Akimoto. What do you think about that?
I'm sure that they want him to challenge for a title eventually, but I think he needs like one more, big win, right? A title eliminator win.
That Doubtback fight, probably.
Yeah,
right?
I bet you that was. Remember we were talking about that in the previous show. That'd probably be the #1 contender fight if they both won their matches. So, but hey, Ayamoto, that Samurai was talking about.
Yeah, but he needs to win though. If he beats Kolesnik, then maybe you can.
That's what I'm about to say. Yeah. He's matched up with Kolesnik in one of these upcoming either March 7th or April 24th.
I like this though. Ike says AJ McKee.
Oh, good one.
That would be good. If there's anybody who, if you really want to test Shaydullaev, that's the guy.
Sure, yeah, that's definitely one of them. But I also like Samarut's idea of the winner of Kolesnik and Ayamoto. If Ayamoto's able to get it done, that could be a potential title eliminator right there. So,
Hamza, you say AJ's with the PFL, but apparently Inoue was going to fight Pettis in PFL. I don't know how much of that was like serious, but that's what Shu said on a Japanese podcast. Also, CST says that
they were supposed to have a collaboration going with PFL still.
No, they were not. Yeah, well, we're not going to go through that, but they were not. What about this?
Don Davis said
Parnas hasn't fought at 145 since 2023.
No, we're talking about what's up, Combat Sports Today, fam. Thank you for tuning in. We're talking about Shaydullaev stepping up to 155 pounds to face Parnassi.
Okay, so
Nazimov is 155 pounds.
T-San says, I am interested in lightweight belt. Shaydullaev said, I'm interested in the lightweight belt. If anybody other than Nazimov has a belt, I will take it. But if Nazimov is champion, I don't want to fight.
Oh, man.
He's going to stall the division. We're going to need an interim champ. We're going to need a Rizin Featherweight interim champ.
Seriously, what is up with it? Okay, then you know what?
But also, Super Anime King wants to correct something I said. Religion never plays a part. It's always a tribal thing when it comes to Eastern Europeans, especially for those within the former Soviet member states. It's that, but also it's a weird thing with like Brazilians. Anderson Silva said that he doesn't like fighting Brazilians. I remember he said that after the Vitor Belfort fight. I do know there's a little bit of a Muslim Brotherhood thing that goes involved in, maybe not as much as I implied. So if anybody's Muslim, I apologize. I didn't mean to say it like that, but there is definitely part of that. And they're also, these are small countries. I get it. You probably train a lot with these guys, cross train at some point, but there's people who cross train at tons of gyms in America and they still fight each other. I know I think it's something, yeah, I think it's something that's gotta be, that they gotta get over, at some point, Mike Tyson, I think wasn't it Mike Tyson? Jose Torres in my interview said that Mike Tyson once said that he once agreed to fight one of his friends because he knew that it would help his friend make some money. So
seriously,
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's nothing personal, so yeah, hopefully.
But you know what? Then see, if he's not going to fight Nazimov right away, then maybe we need to shelve him for like half the year or something and let like a #1 contender fight between, say, Rising Prince Akimoto and Doubtback happen.
Okay.
And then that could determine #1 contender.
But here's the thing: if Doubtback wins, then you're kind of like
exactly. But it's like, well, then what? Then you can't be sitting there.
Here's what you can do. I think you can still save. I think you could still do the Shaydullaev Satoshi fight and just kind of like a super fight type thing. I know it's less interesting now, but if there's nothing else, I don't know what else is there. So if Akimoto wins, if Akimoto beats Doubtback, good, you have that. If Imoto beats Kolesnik, boom, you have that there. If they bring the guy from ACA, boom, you have that. But if you can't get the guy from ACA, if Imoto loses, if Akimoto loses, you're kind of stuck and fucked, and you kind of just have to you kind of have to just figure out shits.
Well, out of all those, then I would like if Kolesnik beats Imoto, I'd rather him get a rematch.
Okay.
Before anybody else.
Okay.
That's all those scenarios because, I mean, but this is ridiculous, dude. He should be fighting Nazimov or Doubtbeck. I mean, if Doubtbeck wins against Ougikubo, it's just, man. Whatever.
Anyway,
okay. What about Mikuru's future? What about Mikuru's future?
Well, I don't know. Wait until this guy gets this guy heals up, man.
Well,
listen,
what do you think?
The only fight you could do is Ren. The only fight you could do is Ren at this point. Maybe Chihiro Suzuki.
What about Hagiwara? Like 128 bits was coming. Dude, I thought that was a great idea.
I think that Hagiwara is levels below Mikuru at this point. I think it goes the same exact way their first fight went. I think if you want to save him for a big money match, and if I don't know what Mikuru's timetable is fighting in MMA, seems like he's not going to do that much anymore, especially after this fight. I try to do that Ren rematch.
I don't know why you say that because he was talking about he wants to go train in Kyrgyzstan.
Okay.
He wants to do another promotion, and I know because you were giving me shit because the translation said that tournament, and I was getting excited. And you're like, it's not a tournament, it's just a fight or whatever. But it doesn't sound like his face doesn't look that messed up like other.
Dude, listen, you can't listen. He even said in this thing, he needs surgery. That's not going to, so if he's going to take surgery, he's going to need time to recover. Then when he gets ready in shape, then he's going to go to Kyrgyzstan 3 or 4 months. Hagiwara will probably already have fought by then, assuming Ren will as well. If Ren doesn't get injured.
Yeah, that's what 128 bits and I came up with. Yeah. What if they do Hagiwara Ren for Super Rizin 5 in the summer?
I feel Hagiwara is on a losing streak, and I think he's just if they offer him a brink truck, I don't care. But I think if I'm Ren, I'd say no to the Hagiwara fight because
then who else is gonna fight?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know.
Okay, well then that's why you do Hagiwara. I'm telling you. And then whoever wins that can face Mikuru at New Year's Eve.
Okay.
And then even if it's
Hagiwara,
2027 for the rematch.
Okay, yes, the rematch. Okay. Ike says, "How about an undeserved title shot for Chihiro?"
Oh, that's a good one, Ike. I like that.
He needs an easy fight.
Well, after he gets a rebound fight.
Yes.
Then if there's nobody else, why not?
We got an hour. We got 2 hours. We got 1 hour left.
Okay,
so
that's fine.
Get through this.
Fine.
Let's go in perhaps the upset of the year. Nazimov, 13 seconds. Satoshi's head sent to the back of the arena. New champ. 1 week, 2 weeks notice, whatever it is, going up the weight class. Broke his hand also apparently in this fight. Satoshi,
no, it was in training.
It was in training. Oh, I'm sorry. It was in training. Okay. Yeah. Satoshi went for that takedown. How do you stop takedowns? With a knee to the head. So, man, this was out cold. No question about it.
Man.
He was out. I think he was out on his. They had to carry him out of the arena. That was really bad. Really good knockout. That woke me up for the main event. It actually really did.
Dude, that was a knockout of the year candidate, 100%.
Oh, dude. 100. What was it? Joe says, people gotta become Muslim to avoid fighting against Shadowline. I like that. Let's see. Tisan says in Mikuru's history, he doesn't want to leave Japan as much as possible because of his involving many businesses. So if he visits Chad, it will be for a short time, not a long time. Anyway, so yeah, man. Listen, Nazimov, new champ. I think it's great. New blood, new contenders. I guess he's not going to be fighting at 145 as much anymore. 155 is going to be where he's going to hopefully get at. So, assuming Shad doesn't. Also, apparently, did you see the video of the gathering he had that had to be stopped by the police and all that? Yeah.
Yeah, he was was it police? I thought it was he was being mobbed by fans.
He was being mobbed by fans, but because I guess it was wasn't approved or whatever. There was too many people at this one area. The police had to break it up.
Oh.
That's what I thought.
He was too popular.
Yeah. Anyway, so Nazimov, listen, you can't do Shaydullaev, whatever, fine. Man. What do you think that Satoshi deserves an immediate rematch?
I was thinking about this a lot.
He defended the title 4 times. You have to give him credit. He was always defending. Yeah. He finished all the fights. Credit to him as a champ,
Yeah, 100%.
He's our Marab.
But see, after such a brutal knockout,
Yes.
Do you want him in there against the same guy that brutally knocked him out right away, or do you want him to get a rebound fight first?
Yeah. I'm not opposed to the rematch because it's hard. Let's just Shaydullaev ain't gonna happen. So it's like if there's nobody else, I'm really trying. I'm racking my brain who's I mean, would you do Nazimov versus Yachi? I'm sure. Like, okay. 120 said that the immediate rematch is in their plans.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's what I heard too. I was reading that too on the translated tweets. But
yeah.
I don't know if I like that because I want Satoshi-san to get a rebound first, like to get coming off of a brutal knockout like that, dude. You don't. I mean.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, no, I get. Well, listen, he's not going to be back for at least another few months. I hope, at least. I hope he takes some time. He's at 36 when most MMA fighters start declining, while he was just getting better and just more exciting for every fight. I think, yeah, I'm not opposed to the rematch if that is the next thing they decide to do, for Nagoya, because that's where Satoshi's from. So wouldn't be surprised if they do that, I think.
Well, I mean, you're talking about that soon?
Well, no, maybe for if they do a show beforehand, I'm sure they can do some fight for Satoshi. But if they want to just save him for the Nagoya Dome at the end of the year, I think that's applicable.
So then what will you do with Nazimov? Just shelve him till the Nagoya Dome show?
Maybe he'll take a fight at 145. Maybe
okay.
Maybe they'll try to run back the Bang Noah fight. Maybe. I don't know.
What about Nomura? How you think he's going to be out for a long time?
I don't even know. Nomura tore his entire knee. I don't know. It's I don't know.
Well, then what about another collaboration bout? Bring in the ACA lightweight champion.
Maybe.
Or Parnassi or something.
Parnass, listen.
Or PFL.
Again, we're not going to sell.
Guy.
Yeah, maybe. I actually was thinking, he actually, isn't AJ McKee at lightweight now that I think about it? I thought he was is he at lightweight or featherweight?
Oh, I'm blanking right now while we're live, but you might be right.
Nazimov called out Hiromasa a while back. I thought he called out Hagiwara. Or did Hagiwara call him out? Maybe.
Oh, I think, wasn't Ren calling out Shad or?
Ren called out Shad. Maybe Ren called out both.
Yeah, probably called out both. Yeah. No one ran, right?
Tomide says that Nazimov should have a fight before Satoshi. So okay, in that case,
he's kind of agreeing with me.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that, but and McKee has a fight coming up. McKee's a featherweight. Oh, okay, gotcha.
So he's still featherweight. Okay.
Yeah. So if it's at 145, if he goes back to 145. Maybe you can do Kleber versus him because you have the Satoshi connection.
I kind of like that.
It's
I don't know. It's like, so he's the new champ, didn't take any damage.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think they got to get him at 155 and get him like a title defense or something. But if maybe they delay it and just give Satoshi the rematch right away.
Okay.
But I mean, I still, I'm a big believer in momentum.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Of a brutal knockout loss like that.
But also here's the thing: if you do the Kleber fight, you at least kind of have a little bit. You can kind of, if you can't do the Satoshi fight, you can lead that up to the Satoshi fight because he has one win over Satoshi, one win over Kleber, and that's unless you do something where Kleber goes up to 155 and faces for the title, possible.
Okay.
Because you still have that whole connection with him having a win over Satoshi, and then Kleber goes up. He's fought at 155, I think, in KSW before. So
okay, and I like that because I don't want Kleber to get a rematch with Shaydullaev already.
Oh no, me neither.
So
absolutely not me either.
Yeah. So would that be for Nazimov's belt though?
I would have to guess so. That you could do non-title, I guess, but. I don't like the non-title fights, but
I know
it's under. You could make an argument. Oh, he's a former champion and former two-time champion, or I guess no, technically one-time champion. So you can make that. There is one of the names I actually did think of. Two names. Takeshi Izumi, who has those wins over Spike Carlisle, just got a win over in PFL, or Johnny Case, if he can make weight.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't hate those.
If Kleber won, would Satoshi even fight him? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
100% not.
They're
Less
like,
likely, you're more likely to see Shad and Doubtbeck fight, probably.
Because Kleber and them are actually in the same gym, or like almost family members type of a thing, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
but hey, you know what? If they don't do the rematch, which they're probably gonna do, because I was reading that's what the Rose Goat Bar Goat has in mind is the immediate rematch.
Yeah.
And if not that, I like your scenario with Kleber going up to challenge him, be it for a non-title fight or title fight, whatever. And I think that's a good.
And then if they don't do an immediate match for Satoshi. So by the way, I'm going to clarify this. Now we're going to do, should he get a Rizin one-off, someone who they just bring in for a loss, or give him a Rizin regular? So
for who? For who? You talking about Satoshi?
Satoshi, yeah.
Yeah, I think, maybe a Rizin regular, or
what would be an interesting match? The guy Shutaro Debana, Captain Africa, the guy who just took on Juan Bin Ki, I believe it was. The one that, remember, it was at I forgot what show. Was it 50? I think it was was it 50, I believe it was? No, it was a Landmark show, because I remember it was a cage. I think it was Landmark. I think you might, because they both have the grappling background, but obviously Satoshi's a much better striker. You wouldn't have to worry about him probably taking any real striking damage. I think that's if you want to do something like that.
Yeah, I like that then. And then maybe just put if you can't get something for Nazimov, just put him on the shelf for a little bit until you get rehabilitate Satoshi's on.
Papo said it best. It's like Aljo and Marab fighting. And then I can help you guys get AJ on. Hey, listen, I'm happy to.
Oh, that'd be cool.
AJ on. And also, T-Son says about weight, by the way. Akimoto said he's not going to go to bantamweight because his body is growing as he ages, so only featherweight is possible. Weight cut too hard for bantamweight now. Okay,
there we go. Well,
that no more talk about bantamweight.
Gotta do the Doubtback matchup and get him in a title eliminator right away. 100%.
Yes. Landmark 12. That was Captain Africa.
Okay.
So anyway, let's move on. Flyweight, Ougikubo, Flyweight Champion and Flyweight Grand Prix double, and now former Rizin Bantamweight Champion. Rizin Grand Prix Champion, Bantamweight Grand Prix Champion. What a great fight this was, Jay Wolf. I think you have to eat crow on this. It was a great fight. Listen, Armin Sarukian called it a great fight. He is never wrong. Armin Sarukian is never wrong. So, yes.
The heavyweight Grand Prix title, inaugural title with Bader would have been better than this. Brownies, come on. This was a pitter-pat Snoozy Kubo decision. No, I'm joking.
This is not Snoozy Kubo's decision. He barely grappled this entire fight. He was striking, outstriking Motoya.
I'm just joking around. No, it was a great fight. I'm glad you guys got a great, flyweight final and fight of the year match and everything. I wanted Motoya to win though. I didn't want Ougikubo to get another one, but it was a great.
Can't doubt the man though. You can't doubt that man.
I know, dude. It's like now who's he gonna who is next for him? Who can
Code Mayday says Ougikubo versus Motoya 3 to hold over for a flyweight #1 contender.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, man.
I wouldn't be opposed. Honestly, that's actually a pretty good idea, Code Mayday.
I mean, I don't know.
Because who else is there? To his point, who has emerged as the next flyweight contender besides them?
The only one, if you do
Shinryu?
Shinryu is the only one man who got any big win. And
there's a storyline there with Ougikubo, right?
Yeah, you have that. So,
okay, it could be that one or run it back with Motoya, but I don't know. I kind of like doing the Shinryu fight first, and then giving Motoya a chance to rebound, and because that was a war. I'm not gonna. I'm doing kayfabe and hating a little bit, just to protect my heavyweights.
Yes.
That was the whole thing coming up with this bout, but it was a war. It was a fight of the year war. So maybe you got to give Motoya some rest because he did take more damage.
So T-San says that Ougikubo's practice boxing that made Motoya's side surprise. By the way, Motoya, ATT Motoya as well. And then Code Mayday says another fight that should have been a 5-rounder. Well, it's a discussion
100%.
that we're always gonna have. Yeah, listen, Ougikubo just, you know, especially at flyweight, people at flyweight get shittier as the years go on, but he's just gotten, I don't know what he does, man. I don't know what he's doing, but he's racking up all these wins, man. I think you said it, Shinryu is the only fight that you can do. I mean, who did oh wait, Torres went up in weight. Never mind. Here's the thing. Ike says, how about Ougikubo versus Sabatello?
I like that, actually.
I don't want to do too many cross weight things, you know, because then that just will stall. Not too many. Like, yeah. Because then you're gonna have all this weird crossing the streams, and then people are gonna, who, you know, I don't know. It can lead to cool things, and then it can lead to bad things. There's equal distribution of.
Okay, well, what about like we were talking about with the other two fights at 155 and 145, bringing like an outside guy from like ACA or something, right?
I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed. That's if they can. That's if they can, though. If they can't, right, then you kind of suck. I don't know who's the bantamweight champion deep, or no, so who's the flyweight champion deep now?
Dude, there's flyweights all over the place, bro. That's a deep division.
I'm trying to think who is it? It's not Ochi. I'm trying to remember who is it? It's not Yamato Fujita still. I don't think. Does anybody know who the bantamweight? Oh, sorry, I keep saying bantamweight. Flyweight champion of deep is. Well, because remember when Ougikubo won the bantamweight Grand Prix, they immediately shoved him in there with Social Kim, and he got destroyed by Social Kim. So that's what I worry about, is that if he goes up in weight again, you know, he might get destroyed by somebody. I don't want that to happen.
Oh, you know? That's what we want to happen. What are you talking
about?
No, we don't. The decision merchant needs to be punished.
What do you think about Motoya? Well, Motoya, listen, he's fought in Rizin on every show since 2026. Man. So,
I want him to win.
Oh, okay. Here's something interesting. Ike says Yutaro Muramoto is a flyweight champion who lost to Laramie.
Who's Laramie fighting next? I think it's that
Landmark.
It was in the new announcements made for Landmark 13 and 52. It was either March 7th or April 20th something.
I'm looking it up right now. Was it? No, not Yuki Ito. Why is my brain saying Yuki Ito? I thought Hamza. No, Deep is not dead, man. Deep is alive and well. Oh, it's Takagi Soya.
Soya, there you go. Okay.
Okay. Well, here's the problem though. Takagi Soya trains at the same gym that Ougikubo's at. So if Takagi Soya wins that,
dude. I'm so tired of that. Stop. You gotta have to fight guys from your gym or friends and stuff. I mean, come on, dude.
Okay, so if you want the winner of that, you can maybe do, presuming Laramie wins, you can do that. Motoya, I think you just kind of shuffle around the people that were in the flyweight Grand Prix. Maybe Motoya could fight. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I think Ursan, who's the alternate, might get the next title shot. Actually, now that I think about it,
that's a good one.
Okay, so that's right.
Hiroya.
No, not at all.
Because breaking down favoritism.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did that, though, to tell you the truth. But Motoya,
another good one, Ike.
Motoya, they're just gonna. I think they should just shuffle around all the people who are in the flyweight Grand Prix. Have this guy face this guy, this guy. You know, I think that's already there. You know, Ali Beck. Hopefully he'll be back. Zulu, hopefully he'll be back. They you just kind of shuffle those guys. I think you just get a whole bunch of great fights that way, I think.
Yeah, or bring in outside guys, you know.
Well, those are outside guys. Two of them are outside guys, at least. Well, I guess three if you count Laramie.
Yeah, but I meant like.
Well, he wasn't in the Grand Prix. Actually, no, three. I'm sorry, Torres. Torres was an outside guy.
Yeah, I'm talking about, like they were talking about for the 155-pound belt, 145-pound belt, bringing guys from like ACA and stuff like.
But now I think about it, I think they're gonna have Ursan probably be the next contender. I think probably.
Okay, all right.
Next, Sabatello
Here we
beats.
go.
Was it a robbery? J-Wolf.
Hell no, it wasn't no robbery. Come on. What fight were you guys watching? Takedown score, dude. Come on. He had a bunch of slam takedowns.
Takedowns with nothing. Takedowns with nothing done.
So what? Takedowns still score, dude.
So again,
what did Inoue have?
Inoue was controlling the pace, controlling the fight. He took Sabatello's back. He took Sabatello's back. He threatened submissions more and put
did Sabatello not take his back?
In more dangerous position. Sorry?
Sabatello took his back as well.
Yeah, but he was not hunting for any submissions. He held the back.
Come on. There was a couple ground knees in there as well. And then the third round flurry to end the fight with some stomps and grounded kicks.
I'm curious to know if the chat thinks that it was a robbery or not a robbery.
Dude, it was a split decision. How could a split decision is not a robbery by definition?
Based on the judgment on how criteria is supposed to be scored is how I'm going. And Isha is on my side on this. A few other people are on my side.
Because you guys don't like Sabatello, and you guys no. He's a boring fighter.
I thought Torres won. We're gonna talk about Torres Godo. I picked Godo. I thought Torres won, but based on how the criteria is judged and how, again, we're talking about this is how
Okay, well, look, Sabatello was doing good at striking. The voice even said so. He had those slam takedowns. Took his back. All the stuff he's saying Inoue did. And then he had to finish the fight the strongest with the third round flurry at the end of the fight there with grounded kicks and stomps and all the superior rule set awesomeness. Or epicness, I should say. And that, it was a split. So that probably is what gave him the split, was that third round flurry at the end of the fight to finish the fight more stronger while Inoue was on his back. I mean, I don't understand how that's not a robbery. No way.
I'm only going by the criteria. By what
I think you guys don't want to eat crow about Sabatello.
No,
you got an American champ now, baby.
No, he won. And I'm happy that he won. But based on, and here's the thing, if they were to judge this fight the same way that they judged the Sato fight, Sabatello, Sato should have won that fight in that case. And Motoya should have beaten Inoue in that case. So I'm just not happy with how damage apparently may not be damage in the Sato fight. The soccer kick, if we were to judge that soccer kick, was the closest to a finish and aggressiveness.
I mean, Sabatello ate it like it was nothing. So
that doesn't matter. That's still the damage. And that was still aggressiveness from Sato.
So then you're saying that is what gave him the edge in this fight, was those grounded kicks.
I guess it must have been. So if the Sato fight was not judged in his favor for those, I don't know what made it in this
because
case.
The Sato fight, Donnie Sabatello had him out grappled the whole time, landed a couple grounded knees, and in this one, he also out grappled Inoue completely. Come on, I mean, I know he had his back briefly, but he was able to get out of it. Didn't get nothing. I mean, to me, it was the right decision. I was gonna say it was being a robbery if it wasn't, because of that third round. That was.
I would have said it wasn't a robbery if he would have lost. But apparently, I'm looking at the chat. Everybody's agreeing with you.
What did Inoue do?
But we also do have a celebrity in the chat. We have Taylor Lang, who's an MMA fighter who's fought for Roman Combat. Hopefully, we'll see you in RIZIN one day, Taylor. But things like that the gangster won. But
100% Taylor. Agree with you 100%, brother.
And Taylor is a true all-action fighter. Watch his fights from Roman Combat if you get a chance. But hopefully he'll be in RIZIN.
Hey, Kakebara-san and Shingo-san, get that man in the Epic RIZIN. We want to see him on a superior rule set of the Epic RIZIN.
But okay, so J-Wolf, Sabatello, he's called out. I've lost track of who he's called out this point. I think he called out Goto.
He called out everybody, bro. The whole division.
Okay. So, and I know that Hafid in the Discord asked who would be. Oh, apparently Inoue broke his rib in round 1. Apparently, that's interesting to know. Okay. Because it didn't look like
excuses from Shu.
That's not excuse.
That's his boy. Now his UFC dreams are ruined.
Anyway, so you have Goto, you have Fukuda. Man.
Yeah.
If you wanted to argue a rematch for Inoue, you could. I wouldn't say do it personally, but but like probably the two contenders are Inoue, Dalpec. If he wants to go down to 135, I guess sure.
No, I'm upset with Dalpec, bro. I mean, this fight, he won't fight Shad, and now
appreciate it, Taylor. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, brother. You too, Taylor. Appreciate you guys. I appreciate you, and thank you for saying that about us. And dude, but Sabatello, remember Hafid-san said in the Rizin FF fans Discord chat, he was saying Goto and Fukuda.
Yeah.
So that was the two
I
options.
argue Goto.
Who are you laughing at? Was somebody saying? Was somebody talking?
No,
some
no.
shit?
You said Hafid-san, and I was just like, I don't know. I'll just laugh.
Is that not? Was you're not?
No, it's just funny. It's just funny the way you said it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. No, but those are two options that he brought up, which was Goto and Fukuda.
Yeah.
Remember we were talking about you wanted Goto because he's 5-0 in Rizin.
Yes.
Got a great win streak.
Yeah.
And Samaru and I were saying Fukuda, reward him for that stomp TKO. So, I mean, what? So why?
I would argue
Goto then.
Because the streak. Also, Fukuda just had a title shot. I don't know that should be considered. He should at least have to fight one more time, I think, if you wanted to do that. So
I don't know. But he beat the stronger competition, right?
He beat strong competition, but he still got. So basically, what happens at Fukuda, he had the fights. I'm trying to think before that if he had any other bantamweight fights. He's the bantamweight deep champion, I believe. So, and he had his first fight, the first Rizin fight. Remember, he got the deep bantamweight champion. Then he had the fight with Inoue, lost to Inoue, had the fight with Ando, beat Ando. I don't know if I don't like it. I think when you tell me some guy is 5-0 and has looked impressive.
Who is he 5-0 against right now?
He beat Torres. He beat Kashimura. I'm gonna have to look it up now.
That's okay. We're live. You're not expected to know everything off the top of your head.
Let's see. I have to do. Okay. He beats Pancras. He's 3-0 in Rise. Oh, he had the knockout of Nakajima as well. Remember, he had that clean KO.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to see 3-0 not Rizin, 4-0 altogether. Yeah, that's it.
He's coming out like the Jose Torres is a good win, but that was a split decision, right? So you could say the same thing about that. Is like, hey, he didn't really beat Torres, like you're saying about Inoue and Sabatello.
Yes. Okay, but he also never got a title shot. So I think
still he's 3-0 in Rizin since losing and now he's coming off of a win that was arguably a loss for him. It was a split decision win that a lot of people said he lost. Right.
Well, here's the thing: if Mikuru could get 2 title shots off a split decision, I think.
No, that's Mikuru. Mikuru is different. He's operating on a different level than someone like Goto. So I'm saying that since Fukuda's stomp TKO was way more impressive over a very good competition. The guy was probably going to get the title shot next if you beat Fukuda, right? That's why I think he should be rewarded for a stomp TKO over highlight competition.
Well, we'll just see. You can say the same about the Sato versus Sabatello fight too. So,
what?
Who did? Oh no, that fight was after the Korea fight, I think. So, I don't. I think that's what I'm saying is that he could get a title shot after. I guess after he gets a win, I think Goto just deserves it because he has more wins and Fukuda already got his fights. Now, if you do Fukuda versus Goto, okay, fine, whatever. Just settle it that way, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know what else.
I want
Split the difference.
I want Fukuda to be rewarded for getting a stomp KO or stomp TKO. I want fighters rewarded for using the superior rule set epicness. That's what I would like.
By the way, Puffle, you also asked about the Discord. I'm gonna get it for you right up here. The Discord is Rizin FF. Please, if you can't find it, message me or message anybody, or message me on Twitter if you're following me, and I could send you an actual invite link for that. Sorry, I didn't mean to take so long.
A lot of fun in there.
Whoops. In a way, though, what do you think? Layup fight for next one, Rizin one-off, or high-level fights next?
Oh, definitely high level fight. It was a split
J-Wolf?
decision. Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I was gonna say against Are you losing me, J Wolf?
No. We're back. I think there's a little bit of a
Oh, okay.
delay.
Okay. I was gonna say Ji Young Yang would be a great opponent, I think. They haven't fought.
Okay.
I know that they tried to do Inoue versus Ota, but oh man, that could be a bad fight.
Ota is, I don't think Ota is on Inoue's level right now. Is Ota coming off of a loss or like only like a one?
Oh,
he hasn't fought forever, right?
Remember Sabatello knocked him out. Remember?
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't see him facing Inoue right now. But you never know. I mean, maybe they want to give Inoue like a rebound fight. But
yeah,
I liked your other idea of Inoue and say it again. Who were you saying before Ota?
Oh, Ji Young Yang.
Yes, I like that one. That is a much better fight, I think, because Ji Young Yang has a good, strong grappling style, and he's a big fighter for the weight class. So I think that would be a good one for him.
Okay,
a good bounce back fight for Inoue, and but Ota, I mean, Ota.
Because I only say that because they tried to do it once before, but I think Inoue got injured before that, and then they did Sato versus Ota. And usually Rizin they usually like to like redo fights that get canceled once they for whatever reason. So
okay, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I like Ota. You know, he's got excellent wrestling, obviously, Olympic silver medalist and everything. So it'd be a good Grapplers Delight match.
Yeah.
But I like your idea of Ji Young Yang as well.
So. Okay. Great. Yeah, I was crying while I was writing this. That's why I spelled Izawa's name wrong. So, man, you're
totally right.
close atom weights. It's done. I have nothing to say about. I don't have nothing to say about this thing anymore. Before you go into jail, please, for the love of God, let me just say this: Stomp KO wouldn't have mattered because she could have missed and could have woken up Izawa anyway. If she had walked off, it could have been a better chance. It could have been a better chance because at least walk-off KOs. Visually, the referee may not have even checked. He may have just seen the lady go down and then just waved it off. And then
Drew, what I'm saying is she should have ran in instead of doing a punch. She should have ran and done a grounded kick, and the ref would have been forced to jump in right away. She should have ran around her legs and done a grounded kick right there, grounded kick or a stomp. I mean, even if she wanted to do a flying stomp over to get over her legs first and then do a grounded kick, that would immediately have forced the ref to jump in because those are finishing strikes. I like your idea as well of a walk-off, but I mean, that you could see
by diving in. Also, you went into her game. That's what she also did, and also she could have also gone into a leg entanglement. And if Izawa had woken up, she could have grabbed Reina's leg and gone for a heel hook or something.
No, dude, if Reina's first strike after knocking her down was a grounded kick, that would have forced the ref to jump in. She would have not.
I don't know, man. Mikuru got his head nearly kicked off. No, I would have just listen. I would have just.
Izawa she was out.
Oh yeah, no, she was. I'm agreeing 100%. But I just don't think. Listen, if you had
a grounded kick would not have woke her up, bro. It would have put her further out.
Not necessarily. It
would have.
What happened if she missed? What happened if she missed? What happened if Reina missed and she fell? Like
that you're talking about if she did a flying stomp. I'm talking about what if she just threw it instead of running and diving in for a punch? What if she just ran around the legs and did a grounded kick straight to the dome? Punch her head in the fifth row.
That's much better. I thought you were talking about a jumping stop, and I'm like, no, that's way too high risk.
Well, that's what I would have liked. I would have liked to seen her do a jumping stop into, and if she missed it, turn around and do a grounded kick and punt her head in the fifth row. But and you're saying that she could have missed with the flying stomp, but I guess that's true.
No, it's not true because it happens a lot. We've seen people try to go for flying stomp. We saw with Catfish, he fell down. Jumping. It's a lot harder.
Reina has better technique than Catfish for flying stomps. She has some of the prettiest flying stomps since Shogun Hua, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I just feel like if she had gone with some superior rule set instead of going in for a regular punch, ground and pound, she would have got the victory. And your scenario is correct as well. if she would have waited a little bit and seen if she could have done a walk-off, she probably
Here's
would have
the thing. I know what I would have done. I would have done what Fabricio Verdum did when he fought Mark Hunt, which is. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm getting the two mixed up. I thought, because I remember Mark Hunt just kept knocking Verdum down and letting him get back up. I forgot he lost that fight. That's a bad.
You're talking about Mark Hunt and Stefan Struve, where he knocks him down and just does a walk-off, even though Struve is still with it a little bit. He's like up against the cage, all messed up. So
yeah, but then listen. I was like, I ain't playing this shit no more, and just took her down for 2 rounds and submitted her to guillotine choke.
Man,
can I tell you the truth? Other than Maurice Suda, I have nobody. I have no idea, or Machi. I don't know what else you do for atom weights.
Just let Izawa go to the UFC, bro, and go up and get wrecked. She's gonna have to move up in weight, and she'll get wrecked in the UFC, and then we can have the division move on, and bring some bring in some international fighters, bring in some Invicta fighters.
I don't think
Combate Global.
Invicta doesn't exist anymore. Invicta does not exist anymore.
Yes, it does, and they have atom weight fighters.
When's their next show, J Wolf? When is Invicta's next show?
This year, 2026.
This year, 2026. Okay, gotcha. I think Heat's also having a show in 2026 as well.
Hey, what about Combate Global? They have some flyweights. I mean, some atom weights. So, anyways, I don't know, dude. I'm with you. This was she was Striker Queen Reina was so close, bro, so close, and it would have saved the division and everything. And now it's like, what do you do, man?
Puffo says it best. Says that Invicta has like 2 shows a year. It's true.
I know, but hey, they do have atomweight fighters. Is what I'm saying. They even have an atomweight champion. So, if nothing else, I mean, what else are you gonna do? What else are you gonna do? Seriously.
Nothing. Yeah, I know. There's nothing. There's fighters in deep that are, if you want to do Kate Lotus versus Izawa, because they used to be training partners when they were at the same gym, you can maybe do that. I'm sure they'll fight each other, J Wolf. Don't worry. I'm sure they would fight each other. I guess you could do that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like some Korean. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. There's nothing else I have to really say.
Maybe since Reina, thank goodness, Striker Queen Reina says she's not retiring. If she would have won the belt, she said she might have retired right there, but she's not going to.
Oh, that may have been better. At least we you could then. Like, oh man. Well, I guess the only other option is, and I don't know what her status is Hamdullah. I don't know what Hamdullah is doing.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the only one.
Or the other Korean girl, the one that arguably beat Izawa. What's her name? I forget. Park. What's her first name? Is it C1 Park?
Yeah. Well, they already fought. She's now strawweight. So.
Yeah, but remember, Park arguably beat Izawa. That was her closest.
But if I'm Izawa, right? I'm like, I don't take that fight.
Well, too bad. She don't got no choice. Who else is she gonna fight? Maybe they could take Reina, send her 2-3 year Dagestan, to get her grappling, and have her come back.
Chode Mayday has a he says that Invicta and RIZIN co-promote on New Year's Eve. Invicta's parent company Fight Network broadcast RIZIN in Canada. Okay,
hey, there we go.
Maybe. And then T-San says a lot of Japanese viewers cheered Reina, not Izawa, because Izawa was full of trash talk. Reina was not popular already now, but this time a lot of viewers cheered Reina because a lot dislike Izawa.
Takashi-san, you mean? I think he messed up by saying not popular. Reina was totally popular.
Relative to other fighters, she is not as popular. She's not as popular as Kana and Miyamoto. So
are you guys serious? I mean, she was like featured for 10 years in RIZIN, bro. She's been popular. She had a big name sponsor with Nike and everything. I mean. And they always cheer on the walkout.
Kana was sponsored by Sky Ticket, J Wolf. That is a huge sponsor.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, I just disagree that she wasn't popular. I mean,
anyway, can we talk about this fight? Because this fight was awesome. The meme fight, RIZIN's meme fight of the year. Koike. Well,
we didn't say who was next for Striker Queen Reina.
Can I tell you the truth? I honestly don't care because I honestly don't know. I don't know. You could do Ham with her as well. You could do Ham Reina, then Ham. Whatever. I honestly
so you want them to re-sign Ham, and then Reina.
I don't care about. I honestly don't care about atomweight anymore.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I still says as long as Striker Queen Reina is still there, I still care about it. So maybe have her work towards a rematch, send her to Dagestan, get working on that grappling and do something, or bring an outside fighter from Invicta or whatever. So, okay, let's get to Kleber and Vugar. You're right. This
fight was awesome.
Match.
This was Kleber was blowing kisses to Karamov. They were talking to each other. Karamov was like gassed by like round 1. Kleber had like submissions in, but they weren't in. He was screaming the Volpugar or whatever when his submission was not in. They were like trash talking each other as well. Karamov thought he won. This fight was all over the place. It was fun though. It was just a wild, weird fight, and I loved it for that reason.
Yeah, it was like a mix between like a grappler's delight and like, I mean, it was good. It was I liked this one a lot, dude.
Yeah, no. Puffle says it best. Karamov really showed his low IQ in this fight.
I mean, it's not like he was fighting some chump or anything. Kleber's a good fighter, bro. So
Chode Mayday, this is not a meme fight. This is a meme fight because of just how whack. These are 2 former champions, and they did not fight like champions. Someone said it was like your uncle's fighting at the barbecue, or something. Someone said that in the chat. Do you remember someone said that in the chat?
Yeah. Like,
it is true. It's what made it fun because it was just so wild and all over the place. It was just you had Karamov taking down Kleber, and then like going into Kleber's guard, and it's like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? You don't do that.
But then it was cool to see them get out of the guard and do the reversals and stuff. I mean, I was enjoying that fight, bro.
It was fun. It was a fun fight. Tisan says that J-Wolf, he meant to say Reina lost people cheering less and less in recent years.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. But yeah, no, she's a popular fighter. I love Striker Queen Reina. We all do.
I knew immediately though Koike was going to win this. Kleber was going to win this because generalship. He was doing most of the work. He was going for most of the submissions. Whatever striking Karamov did not matter at all. So yeah, like Karamov being like he thought he won. No, not at all. Not at all.
Well, you can say the same thing for Sabatello and Inoue then.
Yeah, but this entire match was just grappling. Like there were like Kleber was not in any danger at all. I'll at least give you the last round. There was maybe some danger of Inoue, but Kleber was not in any danger of being knocked out.
Okay.
Or anything like that. Tisan says that Kate Lewis and Izawa used to train at Yokota's gym and Goto thought about training future, but Yokota invited Goto to go drinking together, and Yokota got drunk heavily, so Goto decided not to train there. Okay.
Hey, Takashi-san, who do you think should face? What do you think we should do with Izawa and the atomweight division? And what about our beloved striker Queen Reina? What should we do with them? What should we do with women's in Epic Rizin overall?
Hey,
I'm curious to hear what you guys say.
We talked a little about Kleber before. Maybe he could go up to 155, face Nazimov if you want to do something like that. If you want to do, I also forgot about this.
I actually like that plan, bro. I think that's a good. I haven't even thought about that until I just talked to you right now.
I'm also not opposed if you want it. If they don't redo the Doubtback, if they don't do Doubtback Akimoto or Doubtback Kubo again, I just thought about that right now. You do Doubtback, but I think Doubtback would probably like destroy Kleber. I kind of
think so. Really?
On striking, yeah, man, because Kleber would just try to pull guard. Yeah.
Striking, but I don't think he'd destroy him with grappling.
No, not at all. No, but the fight's starting the feature, Wolf.
I know. Yeah. I hear you. But anyway, I like your plan better of him going up and possibly facing Nazimov in like a non-title bout or something, because I love it, because Kleber is in the same gym as Satoshi-san, right?
Yes.
So I mean, just whatever you do with Kleber, I don't want him facing Shot again. I don't want him facing Shot Alive again. I'd rather have. If you're going to do an immediate rematch for Shot Alive, I'd rather do Kolesnik.
Jonah says Karamov looks better at lightweight. Well, we've only seen him once at lightweight, so, let's see. What I don't know, with Karamov, I was thinking about this. What about him versus Juan Archuleta? Anime King. I think it's Izawa who's a champion right now in Deep Duels. I think so.
She is.
Yeah. I think she's both strawweight and their atomweight champion, I believe. I think.
Oh, is she both of them? I didn't know that.
Ike says Karamov versus Hiromoto. Nah.
I don't know about that. I mean, Hiromasa.
I had this idea. Sorry, go ahead, J-Wolf. Sorry.
No. I was sorry. I was waiting to hear what you were going to say, but I was just going to say that Hiromoto is the last man standing champ right now.
Yeah. So if Mikuru, I still would like to see him kind of go through all the people who beat him. What about Mikuru versus Karamov for like a return fight in the summer? Maybe.
Mikuru, because he's going to be out till the end of the year. Remember, we already figured that out.
If he somehow can have maybe in the fall, maybe. I don't know. I still like to see them run that back. I was disappointed of like the one fight they didn't run back in Mikuru's return thing.
I don't know. I still think that I don't know. I don't.
Okay. How about this? How about
that'd be too tough of a fight for Mikuru.
How about this? How about Karam? It looks like he's back in Rizin, and if they don't do the fight of knee, how about Karamov versus Juan Archuleta?
I like that one actually. That's
okay.
To me that sounds like good. Two former champions again.
Yes.
I think that's a good matchup, bro. I like that one of all the ones that you said so far. To me, that one is the best one.
Okay, I know that there's some people who won't be a fan of that, but I just like the champion versus champion thing.
Agreed. Agreed. Okay, hey, we're got 20 minutes left. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah. Yeah. Stable Anime King. I think you asked about the one thing. I would say if Rise is going to sign anybody out of one when they go under next year or when they close MMA, I think the atom weights are where you go for. But everybody else can be decided at a later time. But let go for those atom weights first. Whatever the fuck I don't even know what they call them anyway.
Get all the mixed martial arts guys from them.
No, not all of them. Not all of them. We're not gonna get into that, J-Wolf, but definitely not all of them.
All right. The best ones, whatever.
Okay. So Fukuda sending Tetsuya Ando to the canvas. Listen, I was excited for his fight. I'm not gonna lie, I was disappointed because I wanted Ando to get that win, to get that streak. Face, Sabatello or Inoue, whoever it would have been. But listen, Fukuda. I also didn't think that Fukuda had a lot of power at 135 as well. So I just was like, it's going to probably be Ando. But no, well, also Ando did this thing. He kept going like this. He kept doing the Anderson Silva thing, Chris Weidman. He kept doing that. And I was like, man, don't do that. You're going to get caught. And he got caught. Man got caught. and then, got stomped and all that. So Fukuda, listen, good win, man. And, I like the build up for this fight. Great build up with the animal motifs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we talked a little bit about, Fukuda could be the next in line. Do him versus Goto. Ando, listen, Ando is definitely, I think, one of the breakout fighters of the year in Rizin, I think. Would you say so?
Yeah, 100%. And all he's like a bounce back
I'm more
fight,
interested to see.
He's right back in the mix.
Yes. And I was thinking about that. I don't think anybody from Road to UFC has been released yet. I saw somebody say there was a UFC fighter that somebody mentioned before that got released. I forgot the name. I think it was the UFC fighter that just got released. But I was
Drew, you're kind of chopping up for a little bit. Look, on your feed.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay. I was thinking for Ando. Listen,
who did you say? Who did you say? We missed who you said that the UFC guy got released was. He kind of was chopping in and out.
I don't know. There was somebody suggested a UFC fighter in the chat before, but I don't know who that is. I don't know who that fighter is in the UFC. I forgot the name that they mentioned, but off the top of my head, the names I already have are. I don't think they train together. I don't think. I was thinking either Ando and Sato, Shoko Sato, or maybe if you want to do Ando versus Kazuma Kuramoto, who we haven't seen, who's in knockout jail apparently.
I like those. I mean, let me bring Ando back because he's a good fighter, and I think after one more bout, I think he'll be right back in the mix there. Are you still there, Drew? I think you're freezing, bro.
How about now? Is it all good? Yusaku. Yusaku Nakamura. Yusaku Nakamura. Oh boy, Ando would kill him. Ando would murder him. I'm not opposed to that though. I am not opposed to that though. So here's the answer to your question, J Wolf. T-San says Japanese viewers Izawa said that Izawa should go to UFC. Apparently, UFC offered her a cheap price, so she didn't take it. Her husband Koro is an electronics construction, so they are rich enough. apparently. And then Saiki said Izawa used to try tried to weigh up the challenge Machi, but could not do so well. So Izawa is not challenging anymore at that.
Then what does she think she's gonna do in the UFC? They don't have atomweight in UFC. I mean, what? Izawa needs to get her head out of her ass, bro, and just go up and face Machi. Then come on.
And Ike says that Fukuda, he knew Fukuda would win because Chinatsuka said he was the most dangerous striker he has ever sparred. Bonjour has a question as well. If I can get this, what do you think about the UFC planning to do a Japan show in this new year? Not looking forward to it because we know that some people are going to probably go to. It's not cool.
Why?
Yusaku Kinoshita. Oh, you're talking about that guy. No, it doesn't.
Oh.
We're not gonna get to that, J-Wolf. We'll get into it another time. But Puffle says that Yusaku Kinoshita got released. If they can find an opponent for him, but his weight class is barely a weight class in Rizin. So he probably will go to Pancras. I'm gonna guess. I think Pancras will probably try to do a fight with him and Yamauchi. I'm guessing.
This one, I mean, Fukuda. Dude, if it wasn't for Nazimov, this would have been the finish of the night, bro. This was I just love it. I want him to get rewarded for doing a stomp TKO. I want to reward guys for superior rule set. So, okay, let's go to the next one.
Yeah, Akimoto made quick whip Seguro knee. I kind of think we all went. It was going to go that way. We were, the injury. I was like, maybe it's not the best thing with the broken nose, but seems to not affect him at all. This was a quick fight for Akimoto to take and be busy, and this was for knee to, I guess, be busy as well. So
we talked about Akimoto. In the calendar year was this?
I'm sorry.
How many in the calendar year was this for Akimoto?
This had to be his third or fourth fight, I'm guessing. So
I think it's his fourth fight.
Yeah, he fought. I think it was his fourth fight because he had the. Did he fight? He didn't fight Motoya this year, did he? No, he didn't fight Motoya this year. That was last year. I think he fought Takagi. He fought Hagiwara. He had this fight, so it's at least 3 or 4. Let's look this up quickly.
Because I think I want to put him in.
He had remember he had the late notes. Remember he had Koki Akeda. Remember he had Playboy. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
That was also a late notice fight as well. But listen,
I want to put him in the Fighter of the Year candidate.
But Jay, well, if he hasn't fought, he fought some gimme fights. I think you need to
still 4 fights in a year. Come on.
If he had 4 fights in a year against 4 jobs,
I want to listen.
Barely candidate. There's other fighters that fought better competition.
Okay.
I give knee, but I give knee for still taking the fight and all that stuff. Yeah. Good on Akimoto, I guess. Dalbeck or maybe Shaydullaev next if you want to do that.
No, do the Dalbeck fight first and then Shaydullaev. I mean, I don't know if he's ready for Shaydullaev right now. So I think he should. If he beats Dalbeck, then it's undeniable, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it's got to be next.
Knee. Anybody who you got for knee?
No, whoever you want. He's coming off a loss, so just nobody's coming off of a win. Just to give him a bounce back fight. So let's get to the next one because we only got 10 minutes left. I want to get your.
Ends by Ciro Gone. That's what I call it. By the way, that was it,
bro.
So I don't know if you saw. Someone on Twitter posted a photo of Dalbeck's shoulder. And there was a big scratch mark. And apparently it was the scratch mark that happened right. So when the eye rate came, it was so strong enough that it left a scratch mark on Dalbeck's shoulder. I don't know if you saw. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
But if he's leaving a scratch mark, that means why are they not checking his fingernails?
Because it could still be. You could still scratch without the nail being there. I'm assuming. I'm not gonna. I hope he didn't have fucking Nosferatu.
It was a Catwoman with claws.
Yeah.
And shit.
I don't think it was that, but you could still leave a scratch mark with even a little bit, even if you have a little bit.
Okay, because they're supposed to clip the nails before they go in there. So I would hope that they did that, and that's that didn't lead to a scratch like that. So
yeah,
but that was so disappointing, bro. I was hyped. And you know what was crazy is that Kubo was winning, it seemed like. He didn't even need
but
eye
people
poke,
saying that Dalbeck like chickened out. Listen, I don't doubt any fighter who says that they can't see. To have and when I saw the photo of the scratch mark on his shoulder, listen, I was like, okay, this guy, you can't fight with one eye. It's hard to fight with one eye. I'll say.
I know. I was kind of talking shit a little bit when I didn't know about the scratch on his
Oh,
shoulder.
I know, but like with this whole thing of like Cyril Gahn and Tom Aspinall, I don't. Why risk losing a fight when you have 50% of your vision possibly gone?
100% agreed, bro.
So
100% agreed. But this one did not look as bad as the Cyril Gahn Aspinall eye poke, in my opinion.
Anime, I haven't heard anything that may be good. Well, I'll find out something in the next few days. And yeah, Kubo was looking good, Puffo. And
yeah,
Ike says that he thinks that Kubo's the second best featherweight after Shaydullaev.
Wow. That's a big statement, Ike.
So, question, we talked about Dalbeck, Akimoto, maybe Kubo, would you want this fight back or no?
Yeah, I think, because look, just like Puffo was saying, and I was saying, Kubo was winning this bout surprisingly before the eye poke. So that's why it was so frustrating, man. And that's what led to people saying that Dalbeck kind of chickened out or whatever, because he just want to take just like they were doing.
Why would some guy train though? Why would some guy train though? Take a trip to Japan, take a flight to Japan, weight cut in Japan, and then go through the weight, all that stuff to just say I don't want to fight. It's
because
almost,
he didn't want to get the losses record and he still gets the show money.
He gets the show money, but he doesn't get the win money, and it also now he has to wait.
Lost.
It doesn't matter. It's just like it seems so. If he couldn't see, I believe him. That's all I can say. If he says that he can't see, I believe him. And also, by the way, they don't say if you can see. They do the finger check. They do the light thing to check the. He couldn't even open his eye. He could not open his eye.
It looked like he was trying to keep it closed, though. It
no,
didn't look like he was, like,
I mean, if you get poked in the eye, listen, not everything is going to look like Matt Mitrione's eye. If you remember that.
Yes.
Yeah, not everything's going to look like that. It happens. What would you do if they did an immediate rematch for their first show or something? Would you be opposed to that?
You know what? I would not actually, but because I was, like I said, Kubo was doing very well, and the Puffo even confirmed it. So, but I don't know. It's like, what's the timeline with Akimoto as well? Does he have to sit out and recover for a little bit?
Oh, probably not, because he didn't take that much damage. I don't.
Well, then what about Dalbeck's recovery?
Well, we'll see if he needs anything of his eye.
Well, I guess it just depends on the recovery time for each fighters, I guess.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. For the interest of time, I'm gonna combine these three fights because they went pretty darn quick.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, do that.
Jolly submitting Catfish by armbar of all things.
This is the one we gotta take the time on, because Samarut said he was looking forward to us talking about Jolly.
I don't know if Samarut may be asleep. Okay, let's talk about this right now. So
yeah,
the breaking down guy submits him. I don't know what to say. I think Catfish has gotta go deep. Catfish has got to go deep, man. That's what it's got to be. What about for Jolly?
How about putting Catfish down on the landmark?
No, he's got to go deep, man. If you're getting submitted by BD guys, you have to. You're going to deep, buddy.
I love that meme. Get ready to learn deep, buddy.
Yeah.
But I think trust me, Catfish. I think he's built up enough goodwill from his Fight of the Year candidates to where I don't know if they'd send him down a deep yet. I think they might put him on like a landmark, like the beginning fights on the landmark show first.
Okay.
So, but Jolly, super impressed by Jolly. We didn't think he was going to have submissions,
No.
So, I mean, yeah, that was awesome. So, I mean, they could have another breaking down star on their hands right here. It depends on how they match him up with next. And who do you think they should match him up with next for Jolly?
I would say put him up against another one of those kickboxers turned MMA fighters, like a Genji Omeno, Taiga.
Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. And Samarut, if you're still awake, what do you think about that matchup? So now we talked about your boy Jolly, and very impressive. Very impressed by him.
This one, Seika. By the way, did you see he canceled a family vacation to take this fight on last minute notice?
Yeah. Dude, you guys called it, man.
No, listen. as long as Seika's fighting, that guy will knock you out. And it happened.
But he was bigger. He was like a full weight class bigger than Noah.
Really?
So, yeah.
I thought Noah looked bigger. He looked smaller than usual, but I thought he still looked whatever.
Really? No, I thought Seika definitely looked physically bigger than Noah did. Looked like he was up a weight class.
Okay. So, but credit to him, Seika, late notice, got the win. Listen, he's truly an all action fighter. Oh, this was a catchweight apparently as well. I didn't realize that. Okay, that might explain that. All action fighter. I put Seika. Seika is gonna have fun fights with anybody. He's either gonna get knocked out, choked out, or whatever. Yep. So I'm fine with anybody who they put up against like a one timer.
Dude, you're scrolling past some good comments, bro. Ike was talking about how catfish.
Yes, but J-Wolf, we have like 4 or 5 minutes left. So
okay, well, and Just Bleed Fan had a great stat saying that was the biggest upset betting wise, odds wise on the whole card of all the underdogs that won. So
by the way,
Just Bleed Fan as well. Oh, speaking of Just Bleed Fan, he's the one that made the Rizin FF fans fantasy game in Discord.
Congratulations on winning that, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much. About to say I'm the champion.
Anyway, J-Wolf, did you know that Noah has a fight coming up already in Hokkaido for like a small promotion?
Does he really?
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
He announced it on Twitter. He has an MMA fight. I think it's like special rules. I think it's exhibition rules, but he has it.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
But yes, he's very chinny.
Buffalo knows what's up.
He's very chinny. And maybe he'll get another shot in LFA. Maybe he'll come back to ATT and we work on his stuff. And caught me off guard. I didn't think Shinosuke was going to do it. But he knocked out Tomizawa. I thought Tomizawa was going to have the MMA advantage because he looked good in his other matches, like with Hiromoto and all that. But nope. Credit to Shinosuke. He did Shinosuke things with his jab. That's a powerful jab that man has. That is one powerful jab. So, any thoughts on this fight?
I loved it. I like Shinosuke, and this was part of the start of the card was so fire, bro. Just all these badass finishes back to back to back to back.
Who do you think Shinosuke should face next?
I don't know. I almost want him to complete the collaboration with BKFC and do bare
That's not happening, J-Wolf. That's not happening.
You asked me what I would like to see next. That's what I like to see next is the collaboration re-kicked up. Who do you want to see him face next?
I still think I would like to see him, depending on what happens with the Ougikubo fight, I think him versus Ersan could be a good fight.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, you don't think Ersan out-grapples him?
I don't know. I thought Tomizawa was going to out-grapple him, but he did pretty well, so... Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, he did look good in his defensive takedown defense. Absolutely. So
yeah. Oh, Ike has a good Joe Arai.
Oh, nice.
I think he had a fight, or he just fought in Shuto, so that wouldn't be too bad of a fight. I don't think.
Yeah, I like it, Ike. Yeah, Ike's got some good suggestions. All your commenters do, bro.
Of course, we have the best. Yeah. We have the best listeners and fans and all that stuff.
100%.
So we'll just close out talking about Joji Goto, Jose Torres. Split decision win for Goto. Was it a robbery?
No, a split decision cannot be a robbery by definition. Come on, you guys. You just think that Torres won, which is there's an argument for that. That's why it was a split decision. But Goto got it done, bro. So
yeah,
I mean, but no,
I thought Torres won. I honestly thought Torres won. I thought Torres was controlling, and I picked Goto. Sam and 128 bits won't be happy to hear it, but I thought, based on what the criteria of what you judge now is, even with the striking, Torres was coming forward. He was the one pushing forward on Goto. He was initiating takedowns. He was generalship, controlling.
But for damage, Goto was piecing him up with like.
But they didn't award damage to him. That's the thing. I looked at the scorecards. They didn't award damage to him. So they then deferred to generalship.
How? His body was like red.
I know, but that's just not like, that's why maybe with this new rule set, hopefully we'll have to, because I don't know what to say say what you want. Isha had a great point about unified judging. Unified judging is great because you know what you have to do to win, and the robberies that happen are like, you can point out the robberies. Not saying that they don't happen often, but
I'm sorry, I disagree with that because the 10-9 must system, it should be stick to boxing. It should not be a 10-9 must system for mixed martial arts.
Okay.
So I mean, it's too subjective about what counts as a 10-8 or not.
Yeah.
And that could really screw up the scorecard. So Rizin's is better. The old way, before they started doing this whole not counting damage and generalship and all that shit, the way they used to do it when they first started, like the old Pride FC style way, that was, to me, that was the best way.
So also Torres says that I think he might be fighting Mokayev next in Brave. I think that's what he implied.
Serious?
I think for the 125. I think that's what he said. I think that
wow. Dude, why can't we bring Mokayev then and get
we don't want Mokayev. We got into a whole discussion with that. But if for Rizin, I just say switch. If he's not sticking at bantamweight, just switch him out again with have him fight Hiroya, have him fight Soya. Kind of just. I know he wants to fight Ougikubo, but I really don't think he should fight Ougikubo at this point. So,
but he can't come off a loss, bro.
Exactly.
It's got to be Shinryu.
Have him fight Motoya or somebody. Just get him. I think you have a whole bunch of fights for those flyweight guys that you can just do, and you can just rotate them in the year of 2026.
Or heck, do another flyweight Grand Prix, and this time have a one-night Grand Prix final.
So
Pride FC style.
J Wolf, quickly. Did you have a favorite fight of the night?
Yes, I did actually. I don't want to say it, but obviously the flyweight final was fantastic. But there was other ones that were good. I love the Sabatello one. I want to say that one because my American fighter won a championship.
Yes,
but obviously
J Wolf, I'm going to ask you to speed it up.
Okay. Well, then the flyweight final, because that was a fight of the year candidate. Everybody had a great time. So for fights, that was it, but I also want to give a shout out to Sabatello and them, and But here we go. This is the category I want to talk about here.
Go ahead.
Sub and KO of the night. Obviously, it's got to be Nazimov, but besides that one being because of a KO of the year candidate, but the Fukuda one with the stomp in it, to me that was my favorite of the night with the superior rule set in it. Loved it, and for a submission, I don't know, man. Who do you think? Shinosuke or Shinosuke was a.
I had to go Jolly, man.
Jolly, yes.
I had to go Jolly.
I think you're right. I think Jolly is it. You know what? If they're fight of the year, I forgot to mention the Karamov and Kleber was another banger. That was a decision, right?
Unique fight, I'll say. A unique fight. For my fight of the night, I'll just say Ougikubo, Motoya, Sub, Jolly over Catfish, knockout, Scabi Nazimov over Satoshi. Just like picture perfect.
Yeah.
J Wolf, where can people reach you?
On Twitter at JAYYOLF1. If you're a real person, I follow back immediately in the Rizin FF fans Discord. And you can also catch me on Aisha's The City Life Project podcast and with Jay Krish on the Focus Fights podcast. And right here on We Are Rizin podcast. Because you're going to have me back, right? Eventually, you're going to give in to this little stink-ass hater. Stinky Stamkos.
You'll be back. J Wolf, I rotate all my guests, but I'm also having new people in 2026. Okay. And just quickly as well, what is it? Support our sponsor, Shroom Bar, eatshroombar.com. Use code WAR at checkout for 25% off your first order. Please, it supports the podcast. These are great protein bars. They're healthy and have no bullshit in them. Please buy them and buy 100,000 of them.
And use promo code WAR.
Yes. And again, also, I should have said this at the beginning. Please like and subscribe if you're not, and comment. Chat is great, but comments help the algorithm. So please, in that box, write whatever you want. I do not care. Just write a comment, and I'll heart it, and it'll help the algorithm as well. Please follow the podcast at We Are Rizin Pod on Twitter X. And bro,
you should also have the Discord link in the comments as well.
The Discord link was not working. I have the Discord link in the there should be something in the box, that little box.
Okay, cool.
So yes. again, thank you, everybody. We have to unfortunately head out. Appreciate it, Jay
Thank
Wolf.
you, brother.
And it's available on RIZIN.tv. Check out video on demand. Please tune in for the shows in the future and make sure to enter those contests when I announce all of you how to join them. Okay.
Pride never die. Pride has risen. Thanks again, brother.
Okay.